Hello everyone, welcome back to MuleSoft real-time use case series. As part of this, we are going to solve the below use case. Okay, the use case is how many ways we can migrate data from one DB to another DB. So as part of this use case, again, the solution 3 we are going to talk about today. What is the solution 3? Okay, so using batch process and pagination concept, we are going to talk about today, and we are going to see in a practical way. So how it is going to work. So far we have seen solution 1, okay, using for each and pagination concept, and the solution 2 using parallel for each and pagination concept. So compared to solution 1 and solution 2, okay, solution 3 is gonna give much more accurate results. Okay, but if you see solution 1 and solution 2, which one is better? Solution 2 is better, okay, by using parallel for each, because the records will get processed in a parallel mode. So here in the for each, it is going to process in a sequential order. So that is the reason it is going to take some time. Okay, these are the statistics, okay, which we have seen earlier. Okay, anyway, let's get started into solution 3. Open AnyPoint Studio. So far we have developed two flows. Okay, I'm going to copy paste this entire flow. How to copy paste? Okay, so that's very easy. So if you want, you can create another flow, and by using that also you can drag and drop one by one, and you can do Control C and Control V, which I have already explained. In this video, I'm going to explain another method how to create the entire flow, okay, without copy pasting from the Mule palette. Okay, just click on this, just give right click here, go to XML. So if you observe here from 67, okay, here, right, okay. So the flow is starting here, okay, automatically backend, the XML code is going to generate, right, okay, 67. Just if you observe, just click on this hyphen here, okay, say 67 to 114, okay, 67 to 114 we need to copy. What I will do, just give left, okay, scroll down and copy this one up to 114, right, okay. Control C. What I need to do, just paste it here, click on yes, and change the flow name. Use case solution 3, okay. If you want, you can keep it as batch process, okay, that is up to you. Okay, now save it and go to message flow. See, if you observe here, I didn't do any copy paste or drag and drop. Okay, automatically this came. Now what we need to do is change this one, solution 3. Okay, I need one more endpoint for this resource path. I'm going to give it as solution 3. So instead of for each, so what we need to do, we need to use batch job. Okay, just drag this one. Okay, batch job. So inside this, we do have batch step and aggregator. We'll talk about aggregator later. Now inside this batch step, what we need to do, we need to keep that insert query. Okay, just do drag and drop and remove this for each or parallel for each. Okay, so before insert, okay, before batch process. So here, if you observe here, what we are doing, So it's very simple. So the query we are forming here, okay, and the same query we are using it in a select, okay, because it is not supporting the dynamic values here for limit and offset, only for limit and offsets. Okay, that is the reason what we are doing. Just we have created one variable. So here we are forming our query. Okay, so this value we are taking it from configurations. Okay, if you are watching this video for the first time, what you can do, you can go to our YouTube channel and go to playlist. Okay, go to playlist and you can watch from here. Okay, MuleSoft real-time use case and issues. Okay, this is the playlist now. Okay, the input query, it is same. So only we are changing, instead of parallel per each, we are going to use batch process here. So here inside this batch step, we are going to keep our insert query. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, this is one way. At the end, I'll give you the best approach. Okay, now, okay, the insert query and everything. Okay, just I have copied it from previous flow itself. Okay, so that's fine. So how it is going to execute? I'll keep one more logger here. Inside batch step. Okay, if you observe this one, see what is the difference between these three. Okay, anyway, I'll create separate video for that, but concentrate on this one. In high level, you can say, so for each, suppose if we have 10 records, you can consider 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10 is your input. So how it is going to work? It will process one. Okay, it will process one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. If it is parallel for each, so everything it will run in a parallel mode. Parallelly it will get execute. Okay, at the same time. At the same time, all will get execute 1 to 10. It will get execute. But if coming to batch process, by default there are 16 threads. I mean 16 processors it will run. Okay, by default 16 processors it will run, and this one will get execute in a asynchronous way. It's like parallel only. Okay, it's like parallelly it will get execute. Okay, now I'll run this one. Okay, on complete I have to keep this message. Okay, I'll keep this one. I want to see how many records are processed on complete. Just I'll keep it as payload here. Okay, this payload will give you this kind of output for us. Okay, so on complete, right? How many processed, how many successful, how many total records, and this kind of results, we will get it. Okay. Just double click on this one. Okay, what I'm doing here, Okay, after insert, okay, after process completes. Okay, if you want to keep in a debug mode, you can do that, but I don't want to keep in a debug mode. So it's like we do have bulk records. So it's already running, seems. Okay, let it be. Just observe here. So what we have done, instead of for each or parallel for each, we are using batch process. See, by using these three ways, we can do that. So that's not a problem, but I'm going to explain here. So if you use for each, what are the disadvantages? If you use parallel for each and batch process, what are the disadvantages? Okay. And what are the advantages? You are going to learn here. Okay. Solution 3, I'm going to prepare another endpoint. Solution 3. See, solution 3 is not yet completed. Okay, solution 3. Okay, now I'm going to remove the records here as of now. Deleted and see the count 0. Okay, cool. First we'll go to solution 1. So if I go with 1000 records, how much time it is going to take? We'll see. Okay, treble 2. Okay, double 36. See what is happening here. So you have to understand first. See how many times we are hitting the DB here while doing select? Only one time. It's very, very important, guys. Okay, only one time we are hitting the DB. But here, what we are doing? So you are inserting, if you have 100 records, you are hitting 100 times. You are hitting 100 times in a DB. So that means that every hit. So whenever we are going to hit a DB, so that will, okay, that will charge. That will get charged. Okay. So every DB, it's a chargeable. Okay, every DB hit. Suppose I'm hitting one time. I'm hitting, suppose you can assume, okay. So per every hit, you can assume like, okay, 0.1 or something like this, okay, $0.1, $0.1. Suppose if you hit 100 times, if you hit 100 times, what will happen? Okay, so 0. Okay, 0.100. So that means $1, something like this. Okay, $1 we are going to charge. They are going to charge like this. So every hit, there is a DB cost. There is a DB cost. So it's not a free. It's not a free in the production. Okay. If you consider this one, we do have 1000 records. We need to fetch from source to target. So how many times we are hitting here? One time. But here, how many times we are hitting? 1000 times. Correct? 1000 times. So that too, it will run in a sequential order. But again, if you compare parallel for each, so what is happening? So we are selecting only one time and we are going to hit, even if it is though, even if it is parallel or sequential, we are going to hit how many times? 1000 times. Okay, 1000 times we are hitting. The same way, if you see batch process, so here also see batch step. Inside this batch step, we are doing, okay, one by one. Okay. So parallelly it will get executed, but we are inserting. We are doing 1000 times with the DB insert. Okay, let's see first performance. So this is the solution one. Okay, how much time it is going to insert or it is going to process. Now consider as solution 2, 1000 records. Anyway, we do have already 1000 records. Now it is going to change it to 2000. So anyway, it is going to run in a parallel mode. Compared to previous one, this will be much better. Okay, it is processing. Okay, let me copy this. Now you can decide, okay, which one is giving, okay, which one is giving better performance. Okay, 24 seconds. This one is 33 seconds. Now solution 3. So 0 to 1000 records. Okay. Okay, solution 3, it seems. See here how much time it took. Okay, 953 milliseconds. It's not even 1 second also. Okay, now I think I have changed, right? Okay, let me see what is there here. Started replaced. Okay, fine. See how many records are processed? 1000. 1000 records are processed here. Now if you go to DB, so what is our expectation? 3000. See, 3000 records are there. So first use case, the solution one, we have inserted 1000 records. Second solution, we have inserted 1000 records. The final solution, we have inserted 1000 records. See, if you compare how much time it is taking for processing, okay, which one is better? Now, batch process. This one is good, right? Okay, this one is good. Only for 1000 records. Okay, now here is the problem. I have already explained, right? Okay, so if we have 10 records, so how many times it is going to select from source system? Only one time, because we are using select query. It will fetch all those 10 records and you are processing parallelly or sequentially one by one. So how many times we are hitting? 10 times. If it is 1 million records, 1 million records, how many times you are going to hit your database? 1 million times. This is not a good practice. Again, this is not a good practice. See, why are we going with every time? Okay, every time insertion. So we do have an option called bulk insert. Bulk insert. Instead of going single insert, what we can do, so every 1000 records or 10,000 records, okay, 10,000 records, we'll go with bulk insert. So that what will happen? If we have 1000 records, if we have 1000 records, so instead of going for each or parallel for each with the single insertion, if you go with bulk insert with the setup, 100 records. So how much time it will take? And how much times you need to insert with the database? How many times you need to interact with? So time also very less. And so 100 means 10 into 100. Okay, 10 times we are going to hit our database. So that is what we are going to see in a solution 3. Okay, just concentrate here. Now, so for this, what you need to do is, so we do have an aggregator. So what is the use of aggregator? We'll see. Just drag this aggregator. Okay, if you want, you can add the logger also. Logger also. Just keep it inside aggregator. So what aggregator will do? Okay, suppose if you have 10 records, you are processing parallelly in a batch step. If you set aggregator as 5, every 5 records, okay, after processing every 5 records, it will come into batch aggregator. So if you have 10 records and if you set aggregator as 5, how many times this aggregator will execute? How many times it will get execute? Only 2 times, because we have set already with the aggregator as 5, correct? So that way, so instead of doing single insertion here, we'll do bulk insert. Okay, that we will see. So I'm going to comment this one. Okay, first I will add bulk insert. Bulk insert. So bulk insert MySQL. So I want to config database. The configuration already there. The SQL query text. Okay, you can copy it from single insertion. Okay, whatever we have written from the solution 1 or solution 2. Okay, that's very simple. Now just toggle comment. Okay, I have commented out this one. Now batch aggregator, click on this batch aggregator. So what is the size? You need to keep it. See, this is up to you. At the same time, you want to insert 1000 records at same time, you can keep it. You want to insert 2000 records at the same time, you can do that. So as of now, I'm going to keep 1000. Later, I will change it here. Later, I will change. So how it is going to execute? Just try to understand. Suppose the input I'm going to give as 5K. That means 5000 records. Only one time it will get execute. Okay, the select. Now it will come to batch step. So it will process one by one. So every 1000 records. Okay, after completion of 1000 records, it will go to aggregator. So we do have bulk insert. All 1000 records will get insert in a single time. See, instead of doing multiple insertion, so this is the best practice. Okay, 1000 records we are inserting at a time. Now 5000 records means how many times it will get execute. Batch aggregator we have set it as 1000. So 5 times it will get execute. Correct. 5 times it will get execute. So there is no that much DB cost also. See, for 5000 records, we are inserting only 5 times. If you want, you can change it. All the 5000 records I want to insert in a single time itself. Yeah, you can do that. So that is up to you. Okay, that is depends on load. We are going to change this one. Okay, cool. Now it's already running. Okay, I'll try to execute. And we'll see now. We'll try to execute and we'll see. Let me delete the records here. Okay, solution 3, I want to insert 5000 records. Just see here 5000 records, how much time it is going to take. Okay, forget about this one. So how much time it took? 2.52 seconds. Just to go here, go to your target and search, see 5000 records already inserted. So now in this case, okay, I'll delete this one. So instead of aggregator 1000, I'll keep it as 10,000. Let's insert 1 lakh records. So let's insert 1 lakh records. How much time it is going to take? Okay, just we'll observe. Okay, I want to see this information as correct. Okay, then I'll use one more transform message. Just will give the payload after this on complete. Okay, that's cool. I didn't change that much, but see whatever you are configuring. Okay, see by default there are 16 threads. By default there are 16 threads. Okay, if you want you can change it also. Okay, that is a concurrency, you can change it. Okay, that we will talk about later. So what it will do, it will process one by one, one by one, one by one. So wherever it is going to find 10k records, then it will go to aggregator and it will insert again. Next 10k records it will get processed. Okay, if you want you can do transform message or whatever it is. Okay, you can do it here. So again 10k it is going to insert. So for 1 lakh records, 1 lakh record, so how many times it is going to update your DB? Only 10 times. Only 10 times. Only 10 times we are hitting DB. So this one is the good practice, or 1 lakh records you are hitting, okay, 1 lakh times. Okay, 1 lakh times in the DB. That one is good practice. This is the good practice. Okay, so that is the reason always if it is a bulk data, we used to prefer batch process here. Okay, see even if we keep insert in a batch step, that will give multiple DB hits. So that is the reason we need to use aggregator. So we have to think logically. Okay, I'll hit this one. How many records? 1 lakh records. Now I have deleted. There are 0. Now hit this one. So if you want, keep on, you can run this query. Select. See, still it didn't get started because, so for fetching itself, it will take some time because we have given the limit as 1 lakh. Okay, I think now it is going to process. Okay, inside the best step. See, now I'll try to hit this one. See, 9,000 records were inserted. Now see here, just observe this one. Okay, so like this, it is going to insert. Let me stop once and let me rerun. Okay, anyway, so how much time it is going to take? See, It is going to execute 9.46 seconds. Okay. Within 9 seconds, 9 to 10 seconds. Okay. In 9 to 10 seconds, it's get processed. See now how many records? 75,000. Okay, cool. 86,000. See, it is processed, but it is processed. See, we are getting the results. Even 200. Okay, size and type. But in the background, see background, still it is running. See 93K, 94. Even though if you see in a console, still we didn't get any processed records. So now it is an inside aggregator. See now it is completed. See how many records it is completed. Okay, 1 lakh records. See how quickly we have inserted 1 lakh records. Suppose if you use for each or parallel for each, how much time it will take? So it will take a lot of time. Okay, it will take a lot of time. But here by using batch process and bulk insert. See, you have to explain this. Okay, so we should not use here. We have to use bulk insert here. So that is the advantage. That is the advantage. But every time, okay, if you compare to these 3 solutions, okay, which one is better? Third one is better. Okay, this one is the good approach. But here, so every time, suppose you have inserted 1 lakh records. Now, what you need to do? You have to offset. So offset means what it will do? It will skip the 1 lakh records. First 1 lakh records, it will skip. Next 1 lakh records, it is going to process. Or 2 lakh records. Okay. So whatever it is, the limit. Okay. So whatever it is, the limit, it will take and it will get processed. I'll give next 50,000. Okay, 50,000. First it will get skip 1 lakh records and it will get processed. Next 50,000 records. So like this, you have to provide the offset and limit. If we are using HTTP listener. So here manual intervention is required. So every time you have to hit. Okay, you have to provide the input and you have to submit the request. But I don't want to provide the input. So automatically the program itself, okay, it has to take the records. And it has to process it without manual intervention. See how we are going to do. So that is solution 4. Solution 4, we are going to talk about that one. But this is part of solution 3. See what we are doing. First, we are fetching the data from Snowflake. And we are using batch process here and bulk insert. By using aggregator and bulk insert, we are inserting the data into MySQL. Okay, that's what we are doing. Okay, let's see whether all the records are inserted. See, now 1,50,000 records. If you want to see the data, select star from orders test. You can see the data here. Whatever the data it is available in Snowflake, same data, it is available in a MySQL also. See everything. See, all three approaches are correct. Okay, but depends on usage. You want to use it. Suppose if you have less records, if you have only 100 or 1000, 10,000, okay, then you can go with solution one. So if you have 50,000 or 1 lakh records, then go to solution two. So if you have more than that, then go to solution three. So this is the best approach. Okay. So here you have to remember batch step, aggregator, aggregator, and bulk insert. Okay. So this is very important in the real time as well as even for interviews also. So you have to say step by step. Okay. Okay. There are multiple approaches or multiple solutions we can use. Okay. First, we need to track the listener, and we have to prepare a query by using offset and limit. So the user has to enter what is the offset and limit. Keep on. He is going to enter. Okay. Then we are going to use bash step. Inside this bash step, we are not using the insert connector. In the aggregator, we are using bulk insert because I don't want to hit my DB with the multiple times. Okay. I want to insert bulk data. Then we can go with bash aggregator and bulk insert. So this way we need to say. Okay, you can frame the sentences based on this video. Okay. Now, whatever we have seen, so that is manual intervention. Solution 4, we are going to see. Solution 4, we are going to see with automated process. So how we are going to do that? Okay. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching this. Happy learning.